Welcome to another installment of Cohort 1986. I'm Rodney.
I'm Candace.
And today we have a special guest for our marketplace discussions, Miss Kim Jacobs. And Candace, we're doing the marketplace discussions. Can you just kind of give background on the marketplace discussions and why we're doing this?
Yeah, so really glad we're here today to have this discussion. So this is another episode of our series, Marketplace Discussion, Meet the Owners. So this is a collaboration with BBOC, which stands for the Black Business Owners of Charlotte, also known as the Black Business Corporation. So for National Buy Black Week, okay, June the 14th through June the 20th, we're featuring some of our own BBOC members. And we are so excited about not only this week, but, with this series, what we're doing. So we're having the chance to really highlight different entrepreneurs, different products, and different services. So, Ronnie, with that, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce our guest for today.
So we have Mrs. Kim Jacobs, who is affectionately known as the Balance Doctor. She has experienced many challenges in her life, and that experience has given her the ability to help others beyond their circumstances.
Right.
She is bridging the balance to the world, one household at a time.
Yeah.
Ms. Jacobs is a wife, mother, international motivational speaker, talk show host, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
She is certified through the Les Brown Speakers Network.
Wow.
And has traveled with international motivational speaker Les Brown, teaching people how to start and succeed their businesses.
Wow. And she's also a mother of five.
So
with that, we want to turn it over to Ms. Jacobs to introduce yourself.
Well, first of all, it's such an honor and a privilege to be here with you all today. So thank you, Rodney and Candace and Cohort 1986, along with Cathay Dawkins.
Yes,
we all love Cathay. And so we're honored to even just be a part of this whole event of Buy Black Week. It's an honor and a privilege. So you've already introduced me. I'm just excited to be here. And I'm very grateful, very grateful.
Yeah, so with that, we definitely want to learn more about the Balance Doctor. So can you tell us a little bit more about your business and about your podcast?
And where did that term originate from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know what? It's interesting how you think that you're going to be doing all of these things and coining these terms as you're going through life. But really, it's like the way that God works it out is certain things have to kind of happen in your life before it really becomes that, oh, now you're the Balance Doctor. I have 5 children, and I was traveling the country and working with Les Brown in pharmaceutical sales and working in 5 different states, traveling the country in that regard, managing family, wearing so many different hats. I've been in ministry my entire adult life, serving to lead God's people. So all of the different hats that I was wearing, people would ask me advice and questions and say, what can we do to better balance or manage all of these things that we're expected to do in life? And I wanted people to know that the weight of the world is not on our shoulder. Whatever we have been given, we can handle it, and we can manage this thing called life. So whatever the circumstance or the situations that we encounter, don't let it get the best of us to the point where we feel like all hope is gone. All hope is never gone. All hope is never gone. And so I was meeting with one of my friends. Her name is Sean, and she said, "Kim, you know what? There's the MD and there's the PhD, but there is no BD." I said, "What's the Balance Doctor?" So hence the Balance Doctor.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that. I mean, talking with your girlfriends, I know me and my girlfriends, we talk for hours, and some of the stuff we talk about, everybody's like, what? Y'all talk about what? So I think it's great. Something else about Mrs. Jacobs that I picked up. So she has this on her website. Please take a look. We got KimJacobsConsulting.com.
Please don't tell me y'all planned that together to say it at the same time.
No, that was totally random.
I'm like,
we've been together for a decade now. It just clicked.
Yes. So one thing that I had to steal from her website that I wanted to share with you guys is kind of her purpose. So there are so many life-changing phases in life. That is why it is my desire to help women from all all walks of life live with balance and purpose.
Wow. Wow.
So, I mean, that's just powerful, just kind of telling how you came up with the name, The Balance Doctor, and why you're doing it. So with that, we want to understand more about the Kim Jacobs Show.
Okay. All right. Well, the Kim Jacobs Show is a whole, that started from let me go back for a second.
Okay.
When I was actually a teenager, I used to mute the television and I would read closed captioning. And little did I would read the closed captioning and everything that Oprah Winfrey said and everything that, like, I would also watch Phil Donahue, but mainly Oprah was she was my go-to. I would read every single thing she said, and every guest she brought on, I brought on. So I was like, okay, come to the stage is my girlfriend, Gail. Come on, girl. And we just talked like I was actually Oprah, right? If you fast forward, Rodney and Candace, what happens is I didn't know at that time that God was going to allow me to come into the presence of International Motivational Speaker Les Brown, which we know he's one of the top in the world. And he also happens to be African-American and representing very well. I had no idea that at the age of like 24, I was going to meet him and encounter him and start traveling the country with him as an international speaker, teaching people how to start and succeed in the seminar business. Wow. So he was like, we can travel and tell people about the fact that their story, they can earn income telling their stories. And so I started doing that. I had been working in the pharmaceutical industry, but knew that that's not the industry that I had planned to retire from. Right. And so I was like, well, what is it that I'm going to do? And I went back to the fact that so many people were asking me for advice and help in different areas of my life. So I started a show called Daily Balance with Kim Jacobs.
Okay.
And that show aired on PBS. Wow. And it aired on the Word Network. It was on PBS for 3 seasons. And I filmed at the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker studio. So I'm not sure I'm saying stuff here on Bad Black Week that most people may not know about.
Yes.
So I'm just telling you a few things. I also became the balance expert on NBC on the Charlotte Today show. Wow. And I was there for a few years as well, and weekly came on as their expert. I went out into different community members' homes and did balance makeovers. Hence, that's why I came up with the book Extreme Balance Makeover, and people can purchase that book, teaching people just tips on how to balance life and don't feel like you're overwhelmed and like everything is a magic formula to how this thing called life works. What worked for you works for you and your family, and it may work for someone else's house. So don't feel like if you're doing something slightly different than someone else that it's wrong. It may be what God has for you to do. So I came up with the Kim Jacobs Show, and I bring guests on like yourself. Yeah. I'm going to be bringing you all on.
Yes, we're excited.
We're excited. It'll be our first official interview.
Yes.
Somebody's interviewing us.
Well, the Kim Jacobs Show brings people on like Rodney and Candace, like Kathay, Dawkins, and many other guests that come on and share their life stories about backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. And they share tips and strategies on how to help other people balance and manage this thing called life.
I love it.
Wow,
I love it.
Ms. Jacobs, I do have a question for you. I see that you went to James Madison.
Yes.
And so how did your bachelor's degree in communications kind of help you propel your career?
You know what? Back in the day at James Madison University, I worked at a radio station as a DJ.
Oh, wow.
And so I would get on and I would be like, hello, everyone. I'm Kim. I was Jackson back then. I'm Kim Jackson. And I said, what did I say? I said, music is my pleasure. Music is my pleasure. And my pleasure is your listening. I said something. I forget what I said. Your listening pleasure is I love music and I want to make sure that it's pleasurable for you to be a part of it or something. I had some slogan, but it was awesome. And I enjoyed, I was just mixing all the records and putting the music out and giving people music pleasure, just my DJ experience. But then I also worked at a local television station there. And I worked in the intern capacity and would do local stories and would write the stories, edit them, went out and did some of the own camera stuff. So I have worn so many different hats when it comes to television, and worked at NBC in Wavy TV 10 in Portsmouth, Virginia, too, as an intern. and just went about really trying to work on my craft and hone my skills. But believe it or not, Rodney and Candace, one of the things that really helped me was my leadership at James Madison. I became the senior class president at James Madison University. And my husband would say back then, he was like, why do you have to speak to everybody? Why are you asking them, are they having a great day? I'd be like, hi, how are you? Are you having a great day? How is your day? Are you not because I wanted to be voted in as president, but because I genuinely cared about their day and if they were experiencing greatness in their day. And believe it or not, that led to me becoming the senior class president in 1992.
Right.
Wow, that is awesome.
It is. And I mean, it just kind of ties in with what you're doing now, as the balance doctor, and how you've been able to progress that throughout your career, just the speaking to everyone, just kind of getting acquainted, using those communication skills, and how you've developed it into your business now. So I have to ask, what is one good tip for people who are looking to kind of, get balance back in their lives?
That's a really great question. I think that one of the biggest tips that I would share, Candace, is that it's in the Word of God. It's in Ecclesiastics, and in Ecclesiastics chapter 3, it reads or shares or whatever, if you're hearing it or reading it, that there's nothing new under the sun, nothing new under the heaven. Everything, there's a time and a season for it. So if something is happening in your life, or if it's happening in my life, and it may look chaotic, it may look crazy from the outside perspective, but we know that every single thing that we experience in our lives is for a purpose, is for a reason. And so hence I'm actually writing a new book right now, and I'm in the final phases of it, that I talk about my grown-up version of my philosophy on balance, because are we really out of balance when things look like they're out of sync? Or are we truly in the season that we are supposed to be in that aspect of our lives? And God knew the season that we would be in even before we did. And so I have a whole different philosophy when it comes to balance now. My tip is you are where you're supposed to be, and God knew you were going to be there, and He's going to get you through it, regardless of what it looks like right now.
Gosh.
Just so many nuggets right there. So,
somebody turn the air on. Okay. Did you guys catch that tip?
Yes, I did. When you just spoke to me, it just kind of is. It takes me back in the days when I was younger in church, and just the positive energy. How has your faith kind of shaped you and directed your career?
My faith is everything to me. And I definitely don't want to get emotional by Black Week here. No,
it's okay. We're all family.
And, because it doesn't matter what hat I'm wearing or what role I'm in, I'm still Kim, and I am always going to profess my salvation. And I think that that's something that across the globe, people share which football teams they support. They share what books they read. I read Kim Jacobs' books and or whatever is going on. And this is some new products, some new jewelry that I'm wearing, whatever. But when it comes to being able to say that I believe that I hang my hat and my soul on the fact that I have my Lord and Savior that's leading and guiding my life, I think that that's my faith. My faith has kept me strong in the midst of all kinds of trials and tribulations and storms that I've experienced in my life, things that have happened that were unimaginable. It's no way that people would still be standing after they've experienced some of the things that I know that were challenging for me. And literally, I'm on the bathroom floor crying and I'm trying to keep it together. And then you still got to come out and lead people. If you don't have something that's higher than yourself, that you can hang your hat or your soul on, then yes, the weight of the world will overtake you and your circumstances will get the best of you. And I am not about to let that happen, because I serve God. My hope doesn't lie in another individual, not in my any family member, friend, nobody. It lies in my Savior, and that gives me strength every day.
Wow.
Man, that was a message. I mean, if people don't hear anything else, I hope that they rewind it to the last 3 minutes. because that is what we need. We need hope. We need inspiration. And we need to work together to help each other reach that point. So, yeah. I'm going to get emotional now.
And when you say, Candace, when you say working together, I don't do anything by myself. So I have a team of people that wholeheartedly push and lift me. Without the team that helps with the Kim Jacobs Show, with any of the entities that I may be the name on as the agent or the registered person or whatever, there is always a team of people that's helping to make these things become a reality, way beyond Kim Jacobs, way beyond me.
Miss Jacobs, I want to ask you a question. You have a few awesome things, other things going on. I want to kind of focus on the Mother Dreamer movement.
Oh, you just took mine. Oh, that's what I'll
let you go.
Rodney, how dare you?
That's okay. Go ahead, Miss Jacobs. I want to hear all about the Mother Dreamer movement. What is that, and how did that get started?
Okay. Well, the Mother Dreamer, again, a name that my son, Frank Jacobs Jr., helped me come up with. And it's something that he said, Mom, when I think about you, I think about you. You're this awesome mother. And I could never, ever ask for a better mother. He was talking to me. We were doing a brainstorming session. And he was like, and then you have all of these dreams and these goals. He said, you're a mother dreamer. I was like, that's it. I'm a mother dreamer. And my dream is to be a talk show host. So, a mother dreamer is a person that officially is a mother that has goals and dreams. She has all of these things of her own, but she may have, like me, put them on the back burner, put them on the shelf and say, I'll get to those things, but I want to first focus on raising my children. And that's my whole focal point. The thing is, some of our goals and some of our dreams and some of our requirements from God that He wants us to be doing to salt this earth do not and should not be put on a shelf just because we're trying to wait for what we consider is the right time.
Right.
Say when the right time is. As mother dreamers, I encourage women that are mothers to dust those dreams and those goals off. Know that we can raise magnificent all-star children that are going to be fruitful and productive on this earth, and they are going to even be better because they're able to see their mommy become a person that's leading by example, so that they can say, if my mama can do this, and she's saying that anything is possible, she's saying that you can be all things through Christ, she's saying that you can officially have all of your dreams become a reality, then I can do it too. Hence, all of my children are entrepreneurial in nature. All of them. And they are superstars in their own right, literally.
Awesome. That is awesome. I love it.
The Mother Dreamer, make sure if you have not gone to just my Facebook page on Mother Dreamer Movement, go like the page and we'll invite you to our private group and you can chime in and share your thoughts.
That's great. That's great. I'm going to have to remember that one to sign up.
I gotta tell a few people about that. There's a few people that I know that kind of had children and let their dreams get deferred. But man, you're just an awesome person, man.
Rodney, let me say this too with mothers, because we are women and we have so many things that happen to us against our will in many instances, things that we never could have predicted that were possible. And it's like we're the ones that have to always figure out how to keep it together. Don't let the children see you unravel. Don't let the children see you get out of sorts. All of the stuff that's expected, whenever most of the stuff that the women are experiencing is not even stuff that they welcomed or even desired to have happen. So we won't even go into all of that. The point is things are happening and women are getting sometimes overwhelmed and stressed out and trying to figure out how do I keep this together without losing it. I don't want to lose it. You don't want to just flat out lose it. So we have a team, a tribe of women that say, I'm here to help you. What are you dealing with? What are you going through? I want to be a support system. And they partner together offline and they support each other's businesses.
Wow. That's great. Yeah. We're going to have to share that too.
She's just a natural conduit of everything. You
bring everything together. So I have to ask you on back of that. So we also know that you have Gabe Hart Foundation. So if you could talk a little bit about that.
Yes, Gabe's Heart Foundation is in honor. I wear this pin. Anybody that sees me on anything, you'll see that I wear this pin every day when I go to my grave. Please, if you don't see me with this pin on, put a pin on me, okay, that has Gabe's face on it.
Yeah.
Gabe is my Gabriel Michael, named after two angels. Had no idea that when we named him Gabriel Michael, that he was going to literally walk on this earth like the angelic. He was like this angel being, and it was unbelievable. I'm not making it up. Anybody that knows Gabriel knows that he lived for 12 years on this earth, and 5'10", a gentle giant. He had fans, like kind of like the Blind Side movie person. He had fans on his football. People were lined up to get his little autograph. I'm like, wow. Because he went to great extremes on this earth to make everyone feel special. Yeah. So Gabe at his school, they started calling him Guardian Gabe. And I didn't know this until after he passed away, that he served as the anti-bullying mediator.
Wow.
That was the person that if someone was bullying someone else, usually it's a bigger person bullying someone smaller, he would talk to the person that was doing the bullying and ask them, why would you want to do this to this person that's less fortunate?
Right.
He would merge the relationships, and the people became friends as a result of Guardian Gabe stepping in.
Love it.
And he loved feeding the homeless and loved help. He loved feeding the homeless. He loved helping the rich. He didn't care. He didn't have respect of person. He just loved everyone.
Everyone.
And so we started our organization, Gabe's Heart Foundation, when he, at the age of 12, passed away unexpectedly. And we had no idea, because he was the bill of health out of our 5 children. So he was the healthiest person. So I encourage everybody that's watching, get an ultrasound of your child's heart. And it's just a non-invasive procedure. You just look right there like a pregnancy scan. Yes. And it tells you if the chambers or everything are okay. And with Gabe's heart, it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Yeah. So he had a heart defect and he collapsed and he's now he's not lost, but he's in heaven. And that I do know. I know where his new address is, but it's just not here in my home anymore. But he still celebrates me from heaven. And so Gabe'sHeartFoundation.org, Gabe'sHeartFoundation.org. Yes. We are able to keep Gabe's heart beating. Because just keep beating, and we do it through random acts of kindness. Wow. Where we go out every single week. Not a week goes by. I don't post it all the time because people don't always want pictures and stuff, but not 1 week goes by without Gabe'sHeartFoundation.org doing what we call doing it Gabe's way, random act of kindness. Gas, groceries, bread, clothing, uniforms, you name it. We're doing it Gabe's way.
Wow. I love it. So how can people get involved? Should they go to the website or can they contact you, email,
volunteer and everything?
So Gabe's Heart, which is GABES, and I'll put it right here in the private chat for you.
Okay.
Gabe's Heart. I'm used to hosting y'all, so if you're like, why is she typing over there? She's supposed to be the guest. I'm actually a talk show host, so I'm used to this kind of stuff. But okay. So Gabe'sHeartFoundation.org. When you go there, you can read through and learn more about our organization. We also have a Facebook page as well, and you can go and learn more there. But we have an annual 5K walk, and it's the 4th Saturday in September. So please mark your calendars. It's going to be September 25th.
Nice.
And the walk begins right at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And people are usually done and back home or whatever by like about 10:30.
Oh, okay.
Out. So you can plan to just be there 8 o'clock. We have T-shirts. Nice. And we'll have product that'll be right on Gabe's Heart Foundation. Probably within the next few weeks here, you'll see the products. But we have T-shirts every year, and we had masks last year as well. And we encourage you to be a part of it. But all of the proceeds that come into that from that walk, we go out and we do a full week of random acts of kindness.
Nice. Awesome. That is awesome. We're right now we're committing to be a part of that this year. We will join you guys. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And it's a 5K walk, so we walk 3 miles.
Okay.
And even some people in the community that are runners, we leave 2 lanes for them because they are serious. They
Yeah.
come. I don't know how they hear about it, but they come, no shirts and their little shorts, and they're
Yeah.
like, we're
Going.
They own it.
move, get the strollers out the way. But it's a really nice, fun family event, and hundreds of people come out and be a part of it. And I'm grateful because I'm able to keep his heart beating that way.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'll definitely be in that walking lane unless something changes, with me. Get back to running.
Man, I'm being look.
You're gonna be in the walking lane, or which lane you gonna be
It
in?
doesn't matter what lane. It's not any competition. Just come.
Okay.
I'm walking slow like a turtle on that one.
Yeah, we'll be in those 3 lanes, so you guys will catch us out there. So I have to ask you, Miss Jacobs. I mean, we've covered so much ground today. Just kind of walking through your career, walking through your family, walking through, how you've become the balanced doctor. And I must say, you are the balanced doctor, dealing, the things that you've talked about today, the different trials and tribulations and how you've overcome it. So I want to ask you, so how can the people get some help? I mean, I know you have a couple of books, you also have some products. So really hoping you could talk some more about your products and services as well as your books.
Well, one thing that I believe is that every person has a voice, and we all have the opportunity to impact people in a different way. So I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. I don't believe that anyone is better than anyone. Now, our circumstances or our situations may make things look like we're better or whatever, but we're not. Mm-hmm. So I really want to help everyone that's watching this video. Make sure you know that you have a story to tell, and I would like to help you get your story out. The way that I'm doing that is I have a program. It's a 4 and an 8 week masterclass, and you want me to break that down what they both are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a 4 and an 8 week masterclass. The 4-week class is you and I working one-on-one, and we can work just like how you see us in these bubbles right here. It's me coming on for 1 hour for 4 weeks in a row, one-on-one with you. And what I do is I teach you how to start your own show from scratch. So how will you start your own talk show? Everything from A to Z that I know, ranging from the lights that I use, the camera, the mics, you name it, what you should be putting as far as your color codes and all kinds of things. How do you get your guests, and how do you get them to be engaged in the conversations? How do you get sponsorship? You name it, we go through it during 4 1-hour sessions, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's just, I'm teaching. I'm in teaching mode, so I'm kind of tough in that environment. So we're not here to play, and we're here to enjoy getting this information so that you can show at the level that you want it to be at. So that's one thing. And then I also offer that for people that are they're not interested in having their own talk show, but they may be doing presentations, whether it's through their jobs or through their firm or through their organization or through their churches, but they're trying to figure out how to improve their presentation skills through online platforms. The same thing applies. They can do the 4-week or the 8-week course. And then even another thing that people contract with me for, Candace, is the same sessions, but it's customized regarding what they're dealing with from a balance perspective, how they're wanting synergy or balance or harmony in a specific area of their lives. And I do that, the same exact package, but it's just us customizing it to talk about, I'm an executive at this company. These people drive me crazy. I need you 4 hours for the next 4 weeks to work with me on this. So I'd be okay. And then for the 8-week course, it's an actual work at your own pace, and it's a master class that I give you a code after you pay your fee.
Pay first.
Not before.
I don't drip it. I don't like to just drip the videos. I like to just put them all in there, because everybody works at a different pace. So you're able to just download the videos. And what you'll see in that case, Candace and Rodney, is me working one-on-one with a client. And you're observing it almost like as a case study. You're watching case studies unfold. So it's not me just sitting there talking, but you're watching me work with another client, and I'm taking them from A to Z. That's the 8-week course.
Right.
So that's what I'm offering to you, to all of the viewers that are watching. And I'm offering a 10% discount this week. Yes, 10%.
Ooh, 10%. That's good. That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is good, because the fee for the course is actually already very nominal compared to what other people that teach these same type of courses charge. Because I had one young lady in my class, she was like, "What? I paid $3,000 for this with another client, with another person. I'm in their class right now too, and you're charging what?"
Yeah,
I'm definitely kind of giving it away in this regard, but I want to help. I want to help.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, the fact that, you've hit every market. You have a 4-week one-on-one, you have the 8-week, and then on top of that, you can have customized. I mean, you can customize it to whatever you have going on in your life. With the presentations, a lot of us are moving into that direction where we're doing a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of talking to people, in which some people haven't done that before. So I really hope that people will go and take advantage. At the bottom of the banner, you should see KimJacobsConsulting.com. Click on it, get your packages today, whatever you need. So in addition to that, Ms. Jacobs, I just want to ask you, so what is a tip for entrepreneurs or for future entrepreneurs, something that you've learned that you want to pass on, some additional wisdom for them?
Well, one tip for entrepreneurs that I personally believe in is that at the end of the day, and this is something that Les Brown often says, at the end of the day, when I pass away, I want to know that I've left no stone unturned. Every single gift, every single talent that God entrusted me with, I want to utilize it, and I want to use it to be able to help someone else. So I believe wholeheartedly that we should live a full life by using our gifts and our talents and die empty. And Les Brown, when he talks about it from the perspective of being on our deathbed. And he said, if we're on our deathbed and all of our gifts and our talents are surrounding us, and they're angry because they were placed inside of our body, in our bodies, then what a horrible way to go. It's like my gift or talent is like, and you had me inside of you, and now I got to go to the
all the time.
I will not let that.
I never thought
let that happen. So when you remember Kim Jacobs and the life that I lived and how I salted this earth, know that I gave it everything I had. And I want every other entrepreneur to know that you make a difference. Who you are makes a difference. And if you let your gifts and your talents die inside of you, the whole world misses out. So don't let us all miss out on something that it's your job to help us in that area. You were put here for that. But why are you in a bubble? Come talk to Kim Jacobs. I'll help you get out of your comfort zone. Okay.
I love that.
I love that. And Ms. Jacobs, this is a final question I really want to ask you. So you have a lot on your plate. You're a mother, author, talk show host, wife, first lady. So how do you personally balance everything as the balanced doctor?
I don't. That's the thing. I really don't do it myself. I don't know how to word it other than the fact that I wholeheartedly believe that God will not put more on me than I can bear. And so if it's on me for some reason, even though it is overwhelming from time to time, I feel like it's here for a reason and for a season, and it will pass if it's more than I feel like I can bear.
Right.
And another big thing, a huge thing from a natural perspective, I write everything down. I write everything down. I have all of these books and binders and journals. I write every single thing down and I compartmentalize. So if you want a natural tip, everything that I have that's on my to-do list or must-do list, the way that I categorize it, Rodney and Candace, is I put it in the priority. So I prioritize to maximize, and I talk about that in my book as well.
Okay.
But Extreme Balance Makeover, and any of my books, you can get them on kimjacobsshow.com.
Okay.
All of our mugs. I am a mother dreamer. I'm a mother dreamer.
Nice.
I watch the Kim Jacobs Show. You want t-shirts or any of the books, 2 of which are bestsellers on Amazon. You can get all of those products at kimjacobsshow.com. And also you're going to get a 10% discount this week too. So I'm going to give you
that.
discount off the products there too. But the way that I do it, Rodney, is I actually compartmentalize and I say, okay, this has to be done. And so I focus on that first. And you have to focus on it when you have a certain level of energy. So you know what your body and your body likes to work better in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Work with your body and what your body is trying to say. This is when I work best. Get the most done at that time.
At that time.
Get the most important things done, and then things that can be carried over, because something will have to be carried over.
Right.
Get down towards the bottom and say, okay, I did not get to you today, but I'll put you over to tomorrow. And tomorrow it might have to be pushed over another day because it still may not have the top priority on that day. That's what I do. And can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. God is not a to-do. That's very important. I'm talking about that heavily in my book that's coming out. God is not a to-do. So when we try to say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to talk to you, God. No, God is like, I'm a part of all of it.
Everything.
Push me into a little bucket and make it where this is when you'll get to me. No, then that's why we're also having a lot of the things that we're having that's making us feel out of balance.
We really needed to hear this today.
That was good.
It really spoke to us with a lot of things. And it's just been so amazing just to meet you and have you on today. You have
really blessed us today.
You all have really blessed me
in general.
You have really blessed us.
And all of us that are out here together for Buy Black Week, if we all lock arms and support each other, I want to support each of your businesses too. So I don't want you to just go and support my masterclass or my products and things without me supporting your businesses as well. So please make sure we have this format that Cathay Dawkins and you all, Cohort 1986, have partnered together to do with BBOC. It is such an honor because I get the opportunity to meet people like you. What if I would have never even encountered you, right?
Right.
Something like this. So we are all here for a reason and for a purpose.
Yes, I'm really excited. So Ms. Jacobs, we're going to give you another opportunity to plug your social media. Where can people find you? All of that good information.
Okay, well, listen, I'll do a whole commercial right quick. If you
go for it.
My name is Kim Jacobs, and I'm the host of the Kim Jacobs Show. It airs Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the reason I say that is because we have people that tune in and are guests from all over the world. So it's 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I encourage you to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. If you have not done that, all you have to do is go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show, and then turn your notification bell to all. And when we go live, you'll be right in the virtual studio audience. And you get to participate too, because you get to type your comments. I'll share the StreamYard link with you, and you can come on the screen and ask your questions directly of my guests. So I'm excited and look forward to having you there.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing that. So just want to mention a couple other things as we're closing out. So guys, please check out BBOC.
Right.
Check out the website. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the BBOC Marketplace. And Ronnie, where can the people find us?
If you're looking for Cohort 1986, we're not hard to find. We have a website called cohort1986.com.
Okay.
We're available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts at Cohort 1986. You can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And one day, maybe TikTok when I get the hang of it.
Please let me do a plug for Cohort as well. Right? Okay. So Listen, I'm Kim Jacobs from the Kim Jacobs Show, and I support and endorse Cohort 1986. Anytime you have a husband and a wife working together synergistically, they're completing each other's sentences. They're in the same bubble over there. They could have gotten into two separate bubbles, but instead they're crammed right there together because they want to touch each other and love on each other. What a beautiful thing it is to see Black husband and wife united, working on one goal, one common goal, to be able to expose our businesses to the world. So I want to thank you, Rodney and Candace, from Cohort 1986.com, and I ask that you support their business. And thank you, Cathay Dawkins, and all of the BBOC members. I love you all.
Great.
We love you too.
At this point.
We love you too.
We love you too.
And also want to plug, we'll be on the Kim Jacobs Show on July 6th at 11 a.m.
Yes.
So please like, share, subscribe, everything that you heard from Ms. Jacobs today. And guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thanks.
We really appreciate it. And Ms. Jacobs has been a wonderful pleasure to interview.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.